Hi, your body, peace, and harmony here with you here. Arrogance and the Narcissist, part 2. Apologize for that interruption there. We were talking about their sense of entitlement and the very fact that they feel so special and unique and above others that they should be only associating with people who continue to feed their insecurity by gifts, by different associations. Maybe they're in a certain organization, any clubs, memberships, country clubs. I mean, these are all the different types of things that you'll find the very, very busy narcissist and psychopath engaging in. You know, they might have certain hobbies that they partake in, and they seem to be, you know, on the mask, they seem to be so connected. They seem to be so busy. They seem to have so much going on in their life. And truth is, you know, they do all this to surround themselves, to keep them stimulated, because they absolutely positively hate to be bored. The psychopath especially, they're very high up on the spectrum in terms of a lack of consciousness. You know, a psychopath, again, you know, the people who can commit great crimes and not feel bad, who can hurt and just plow through sexual relationships like they're drinking water. You know, that's your psychopath. These are your narcissists, you know. And they feel that they're so special and unique because of their, you know, lack of empathy and lack of conscience. They're just able to whip through. I mean, they're just able to cycle through. They have usually a tremendous amount of energy. I mean, I met one. I mean, he had literally married a psychopath. He had remarried 7 times. Okay, and he was in his 80s and he married a 41-year-old. Okay, that's a psychopath. I mean, you know, these are our people out there. You know, there's all different varieties of, you know, and degrees, and, you know, what they see and what you see them accomplish and what you see them involved in. I mean, they can be members of all sorts of different organizations. They can be doctors, they can be lawyers, they can be tradesmen, they can be truckers, they can be, you know, work at a Starbucks. I mean, they are in all industries, you know, business, you name it. So anyway, in terms of arrogance and the narcissist, you know, again, it's the mask. You know, they can be extremely busy and they can seem to have such the life. I mean, they can be involved in all sorts of different organizations and groups and clubs and hobbies, and, you know, they have an excessive amount of energy. And especially, as I was mentioning with the psychopath, they absolutely do not like to be bored. They absolutely positively do not like to be, you know, doing nothing. What I've really found, though, in my studies and in my, you know, contemplations, the narcissist and the psychopath, they have really an undergirding, you know, underlying sense of discontent. They are absolutely not at peace. They are absolutely not content with anything. They are the people who want more. I mean, they might hit a plateau, you know, but they constantly want more. They're never content. They want to travel more. They want to, you know, continue to go out. They want to continue to have friends over. They want to continue. Yes, it's good to be active, but it comes to the point where it's way beyond the boundaries of normalcy. You know, taking international trips 4, 5, 6 times a year. I mean, you know, they're barely putting their luggage away and they're on the way to do something even more, you know, going to their next destination. Meanwhile, you know, who cares if their health is suffering? You know, chances are even the psychopath, you know, depending on where they're at in their life, you know, the amount of sexual relationships that they can have is absolutely spellbinding. It's disgusting. The amount of people that they can screw around with, you know, have a marriage to, living with somebody, another guy on the side, another girl over here. I mean, it's just, they're able to really just plow through people, and they it's just to keep themselves amused. They have a very high need for stimulation, and especially in the psychopath, an over-sexualization. In fact, what they often do is they hyper-arouse their victims, so to the point where they're really, you know, they have a very difficulty not being aroused around them, or in general. They have a way of kind of just upping their system where they feel like they need to have sex quite a bit. And that's their way of controlling others. They do get a sense of arrogance off of this. They do feel a sense of domination. They do feel a sense of, you know, dominion over people, because they exploit. You and I, at least me, I guess I'll just speak for myself here, but, you know, for most people, you know, my everyday goal is not, you know, how can I overtake people? I mean, I would like to, I'm coming from more of a helping perspective, and, you know, I really believe in prevention. You know, I really don't, you know, certain things that I'm not comfortable with. I'm not comfortable with child abuse. I think it's a horrible thing for an innocent child to be abused. I think it's, you know, emotional abuse is a horrible thing. I mean, these are things that I think are despicable. You know, I mean, that's where I'm coming from. You know, where somebody like a narcissist or a psychopath is just, who can we take advantage of today? I mean, that's literally how they operate. I mean, that's just how they are. They feel that they're very unique and special, and they need to surround themselves with all sorts of people, organizations, and activities. They're never content. They never really have a sense of peace. They don't really have a sense of contentment. Yes, it's good to be active, but I think it's very important to have peace in your life as well, and a source of contentment at some point. I think that's where you connect with a lot of things, and you learn a lot about life and yourself and what really makes you happy. I think that is a good place to be. And I really think the narcissist, they do not have that ability. I don't think they have that quite experience within them. And we can't instruct them to be that way. It's just they're at a perpetual source of insecurity, which is a very difficult way to live. So I hope these videos are helping you. Please subscribe and share to those who need it. Peace and harmony. Peace out. Take care.